Disclaimer: I do want to mention that in some of the games the FPS is lower while recording, so if what the FPS counter says is slightly lower, it's because I'm recording. Every average FPS was recorded without recording. Enjoy the video. Hello everybody, hope you're all enjoying your summer holidays so far. Today we are finally, after 3 months of waiting, benchmarking my PC. I did want to make this sooner, but with completing my GCSEs and my holiday to Hong Kong, I haven't had much time. Well, until now. I should probably mention, since the first video, I have installed Windows 7 and put in another 4GB of RAM, for a total of 8. The reason for the RAM upgrade is because I ran into some performance issues in more high-end games that required more RAM, such as Watch Dogs and GTA 5. So, let's get into the benchmarks. Starting off with GTA 5 at 1080p normal settings, and you get an average of 54 FPS, which is definitely playable, and considering that this computer was only £180, I think we are off to a great start. Now on to Watch Dogs, which is probably the most demanding game I will be testing in this video. With medium settings at 1080p, it scored an average of 42 FPS, which is good enough. However, there was some stutter while driving around the city during my time playing the game, but overall, not a bad experience. In War Thunder, which is one of my favourite games at the moment, we got an average of 62 FPS, which at 1080p high settings looks splendid and is very playable, because the game never dropped below 50 FPS during the 2 matches I played. In Rocket League, we got an average of 60 FPS with the game's graphical settings fully maxed out at 1080p, which is considerably better than my old laptop that runs it at around 30 FPS at 800 by 600 resolution with frequent frame drops. Next up is BeamNG Drive at 1080p normal settings, which got us 38 FPS, which is fine as you don't need good performance for a game like this anyway. I tested the game on various maps with different cars over about half an hour, and it stayed consistently above 30 FPS. However, this game does seem to perform a lot worse while recording, hence the stuttery footage. And finally, we have an old favourite, Team Fortress 2, which ran at an impressive 116 FPS on max settings. But then again, this game is over a decade old and can run on most computers at 30 to 40 FPS. Still a great game nonetheless, and with great performance. Now there is one game that I haven't benchmarked yet, that you are probably surprised I haven't shown in this video. That game being Fortnite. What? What do you mean that's not how you say it? I'm saying it wrong? But that's how it's spelled, isn't it? Anyway, a reason I haven't benchmarked Fortnite is because I can't seem to get MSI Afterburner to work. You know, the program I'm using to get the average frame rate and to display the CPU and GPU usage in the corner. Yeah, that doesn't want to work. The other reason is that Fortnite won't open, as it says my graphics drivers aren't up to date when they are. Therefore, I can't afford any Fortnite, but from playing it over the past 3 months, I can say that it runs around 40 to 50 FPS when on the ground, as when you jump out of the bus, it drops to the high 20s. Sorry, I can't give you an accurate average frame rate, but then again, if I did record any Fortnite, you would see how terrible I am at the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the end of the video. My final conclusion is that this is quite a good gaming PC for the price, that can play most games at 1080p with ease. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video. If you were to subscribe, that would be absolutely splendid. And yeah, see you in the next video, which hopefully isn't in another 3 months. Thank you, and goodbye.